Shalom. I love to give all praises and glory to Yahawah, Bashem, Yahawah Shah, Bashem, Raha, Kodash. I like to give double honors to our apostles who taught me this truth and sincerity very well, who still rule well. Blessings to you elect, to you hopeful elect that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this holy word in sincerity and in truth. I am a Hebrew Israelite. I come out week in, week out to prophesy the death and destruction and great woe of Babylon, this wicked place, this wicked queendom, aka America. I come to tell you so-called Latinos, Native Americans, African Americans, that you are Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. You are Yahawah chosen people. For that word God is just a title. God has a name, just like you have a name. And God's name is Yahawah. And his only begotten son name is Yahawah Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Shalom, brethren. Shalom. All praises to the elect, to the hopeful elect, and you confusion of faces who are Hebrew Israelites. Shalom, brethren. Shalom. I come to warn you, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, African Americans, elect, hopeful elect children of the 12 tribes of Israel. I come to warn you, don't move Yahawah to wrath. Because when you move Yahawah to wrath, that's how we ended up delivered unto our enemies. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Salakia, if I take too long getting the scripture, brethren, while you are awaiting Yahawah Shah, seek Yahawah and prepare your soul temptation, brethren. Let's get Baruch 4 and 6. Ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved God Yahawah to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies. I don't think you elect heard me. Let me get this for you again. Ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved God Yahawah to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies. Let's break that down, brethren. Let's see what that means. Ye means you. Ye were sold to the nations. Nations right here means the heathen nations, our enemies who have and had a hand in our captivity. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahawah to wrath. Wrath means extreme anger, means you pissed Yahawah off. Ye were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahawah to wrath. Ye were delivered. Delivered means handed over. Ye were delivered unto the enemies. Enemies here means the heathen nations, all those who had a hand in our captivity. You so-called Latinos, Native Americans, African Americans, hopefully elect children of the 12 tribes of Israel, you better seek your salvation out with fear and trembling. Because it's a must. I warn you, it's a must that you serve Yahawah with joyfulness and gladness of heart. Because not serving with joyfulness and gladness of heart got you all fucked up out here with nothing. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God Yahawah with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. I don't think you heard me. Let me get this for you, 12 tribes elect of Israel again. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God Yahawah with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Let's break that down, brethren. Let's see what that means. Because thou servest. Service is spelled Servedst. Service means a servant that serves services, fulfilling their duties and services, slaving for Yahawah. Because thou servest not Yahawah with joyfulness and gladness of heart. This word heart means mind. You're alive. Because thou servest not Yahawah with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. This is why you have nothing. I warn you, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, African Americans, from not serving Yahawah. Yahawah sent our enemies against us. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahawah shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. I don't think you heard me. Let me get that for you again. For you hopeful elect children of the 12 tribes of Israel. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord Yahawah shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Let's break that down, brethren. Let's see what that means. Because this is why we have nothing from not serving Yahawah with joyfulness and gladness of heart and want of all things. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies. Who is our enemies? The so-called white man who is not white but red. and all the other heathen nations that had a hand in our captivity are our enemies. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, which Yahawah shall send against thee. That means Yahawah sent our enemies against us in hunger. This means you have to go to our enemy stores in order to get food. And in thirst. This means you have to get water from your enemies. And in nakedness. This means you have to get your clothes from your enemies. And in want of all things. This means you have to go to your enemies in need of all things. And he is the so-called white man who is not white but red. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. That means our enemies put a yoke of iron around our necks and destroy us. You so-called Latinos, Native Americans, African Americans, hopeful elect children of the 12 tribes of Israel, fear Yahawah and repent and be humble again and sin no more. Barak da Yahawah, Barak da Yahawah Shah, Barak da Yahawah, Barak da Yahawah Shah. Call Allah Yahawah Bashem Yahawah Shah Raha Quadash. Double honors to our apostle. Blessings to you elect, to you hopeful elect. Keep the faith, brethren, with all faith. Shalom.